Hello, Vanessa. Wait, can you hear me? Okay, you can hear me. Okay. I love you, boo boo. Hey, girl, check it out. 4 thumbs down, 2 up. I still got it. Oh, yeah. I can be gone for months, come back, and bam, they still love to hate me. Swing. Oh, my camera's off. Let me fix that. Give them a lot more to hate about. Because I actually get on the camera. Yes, girl, we got the fire. I'm just up late. I try to find some little Netflix and nothing really appealed to me, so. Like, nothing. Nothing appealed to me. I tried to watch, hey Clancy, I tried to watch something called Crazy Head. It ended up being as stupid as I thought it was going to be, but I at least gave it a go. I'll probably try to finish that second episode maybe tomorrow or something, tomorrow evening, but this AC's on my nerves. It's on my nerves. Do not need to be seen all up in my house. Doug cooked tonight. He deep fried something and he left the deep fryer out. Insomnia. It's a thing. It's a real thing. Y'all give me those thumbs up. No, I'm not going to put my ass to bed. It's a Friday night. That was for a message that I got. Just popped up. Baby Jack has an earache. He had a head cold when he came home this afternoon from school. He was just crying when he got home from the bus stop, and I gave him an acetaminophen. He said his head hurt really bad, so I gave him something for that. Then a couple hours later, he said his ear hurts. I looked. It's not infected. There's no swelling. It doesn't have any drainage or anything like that. It's a head cold, So tonight, the acetaminophen started wearing off, so I gave him another one, and he went right off to bed. He went to bed early. Aaron was up late, but he was laying on the couch watching Netflix, and next thing I know, I look in there and he's crashed. So just been boring. Doug's working. He's got to go to work again tomorrow, and just figured I'd come on and talk to people. I didn't even do anybody the honor. What's up, Chris? The fridge. Yes, your fridge. Hola. Your fridge. That sucks when the kids get earaches. I know. You were one of those kids, really. I hate when the kids, have any boo-boos or anything. Jack walked past some type of a palm tree, it wasn't even a tree. It's just one of those palms with the giant leaves that are really stiff and sharp on the edges. So on the way home from the bus stop, I think it was Tuesday, he comes in the door, and I notice a cut on the front of his ankle, like on the bottom part of his shin. And I was like, what in the hell happened to your leg? He said, a tree. I was like, what do you mean a tree? And he says, he walked past a plant on the way home from the bus stop, and it scraped his leg. And I knew right then it had to be one of those big, hard fronds, those palm fronds. And it cut him bad. I don't see. Oh, there he is. Nightbot just gave you a warning. What in the world? What is a Nightbot? What's a Nightbot? Let me go to the other thing and see if I can. Oh, it's got a wrench. Oh wait, that's that mod thing. Oh yeah. I remember now. I forgot all about that thing. What does it do anyway? It just said to activate it, so I did the other day. You have no wrench? Oh, let me give you a wrench. I don't need you bitch crying all over my side chat. That is a nice refrigerator. I think we're going to upgrade once we move the mobile home onto some land. And this will end up in a garage for Doug. What did you exactly say? Gummy bear. That's all you said? And you were timed out by the Nightbot for saying gummy bear? And what's poppin'? What? That's odd. That's really peculiar. All right, I'm going to check a message real quick, you guys. Hold on 1 second. I can see you saying that. All right, I checked my message. It was in all caps. Nightbot has a caps blocker. Oh, gotcha. Those are a pain to mow around. Yes, Clancy. Thankfully, where we live, all lawn maintenance is covered. We don't have to trim the shrubbery. We don't have to mow the lawn. They have a maintenance crew comes out here once a week and does all of it. The grass never gets tall. We don't ever have to do the weeding or anything. They do it all. Let's see. So, Hollywood Care Bear, do you have any more alcohol left over from last night? Don't say that. Nightbot is not a whore. We haven't even gotten to know Nightbot. Maybe Nightbot is a wonderful bot, you know? I didn't want to go to bed, you guys. I'm being legit honest. I didn't want to go to bed yet. But I also didn't want to do my makeup and put on a bra. So yeah, it's not happening for me. I just wanted to chit chat and give everybody somewhere to go, that there wasn't 1,000 pounds of drama and character assassinations and I'm better than you and my stream's awesome and yours sucks. Who gives a fuck? I just want to talk to people, you know. I'll still be on. I'll be on. Hi, Celeste. I know how that is. I'll see somebody come on and I want to, chit chat with them and then realize they just started and I'm just getting my melatonin in my system, so I can't. I'm not a pig. You're a pig. Call me a pig. There's too much drama right now, Ella. It happens overnight, even when we're sleeping. Every now and then, Celeste, I will get a message about it. Sometimes I'll click the link, and usually I'm just like, been seeing it for years. It's the same shit, different audience. So, you wake up and it's like, what happened? Exactly. And I just don't click. I don't watch because Some people need this in their life. It's completely hard as a rock, or stick a spoon in it or something. Get something to see if it's slushy. Dummy. I mean, some people truly need it. What is in the bucket? Last night's alcohol mixture that he made, like when you make a party bucket of alcohol, he used an actual bucket instead of a bowl, and he put it in his deep freezer. So it's been sitting in the deep freezer, and it's frozen. I have a cold, so I took my Alka-Seltzer cold medicine. It makes me so tired. Really, yeah. That's what I do with melatonin. Hi, Diane. Now, Celeste, you know that spooning leads to forking. You better quit, Diane. she said spooning leads to forking. But I'm here till I fall asleep. Awesome. Don't expect to see much, because as soon as somebody starts popping that drama on the side chat, I've got wrenches galore that's going to get rid of them. Is it slushy? Oh, it is. I want an alcohol slushy. Oh, but wait a minute. The middle seems to be softer, so try to blend them. You might want to get the metal spoon, the slotted one.
I just grabbed something else right
there. Yeah. Celeste says, Diane, that's the best fun. Have Doug show his boobs. Doug is in the bed. He has to go to work in the morning. He has got, where he's working, they got a new contract with NASA. I'll have to ask them tomorrow what they're building, but it's a NASA contract. They just finished a Disney one about 2 months ago. And then about a month ago, they finished a Nissan dealership where they're building one in Chesapeake, Virginia. And they did all of the whole frame for the whole building and shipped it there. So they get big jobs. So the jobs they'll have one big job that keeps them occupied at work. And then there might be a week with not much work, just small stuff. And then another huge job will come in. But Disney and NASA pretty much keeps them occupied. I just saw Clancy said something, but I don't see it now. He said, oh, awesome. Yeah, that's why I'm not over at any of my other friends' lives tonight. I don't want to be associated with the drama. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah. I just figure, I don't care for the drama. I was paid to troll you. You were not paid to troll anybody. Nobody does that. I've been here since 2015. Nobody does that. Hello, Rick. Rick's got a great stream. He's got a nice, chill, laid back, no drama, chit chat. He has a dog named Elvis. Don't hold it against him. It's not the same Elvis. It's a different Elvis. Huh? What? Are you talking shit behind my back, yo? Oh. Don't take that rodent out in here.
No shit.
The cats will eat it.
No shit.
Thank you, Silver Surfer. I'm not going to troll Carlos. Silver Surfer gave me $2 and said, please troll Carlos. Mallory! I was paid to pee on your front steps, but I was too lazy to show up for work.
Here.
Thank you, sir. What exactly is it? Whoo! Girl.
I just put in a little more juice.
What juice? Oh. Thank you for the $2, Silver Surfer. Good night.
Oh, sorry.
Tell Care Bear to make me a sandwich and show his boobs. He's not going to show his boobs. I can already tell you that. Get that rodent out of here. They can't see it because it's on this. There. Do y'all see? He's got a rat in there.
It's not a rat.
A weasel.
It's not
whatever.
a weasel.
Okay. A vermin. I don't know.
A sugar glider.
Sugar babies or whatever. Diane says, bless you, Care Bear. For not showing your boobs. Don't you dare. Don't you moon my camera. I ain't playing games with you. Hello, Eric. How are you doing? Long time.
You double fisting tonight?
No. You just made it while I was already drinking something.
You said you
This is just soda here.
Oh, shit. Drink the liquor.
I will drink it.
You want more?
This is my soda. Not right now, no.
I'm going to put it back.
We'll put it back. If you want to put some in a larger cup and stick it in the freeze, until I need it. Like, see my coffee cup up there with the lid? Just put some in there. Because I'm only going to do 2 drinks tonight anyway. That's all I want. Happy Saturday. Yeah. Look at all the great people in here that just don't want to see the drama. Celeste gave me $10 to help with cleanup on the front steps. Thank you, Celeste. What? $10?
$10 sucky sucky?
No, there will be no sucky sucky for $10. Just saying.
$10 reach around?
There will be no reach arounds. Why don't you stop trying to turn my stream into a porn? That would be greatly appreciated.
That'll never happen. Oh. Here.
You stick it in the freeze.
There's a fork on the sink.
Man, fork you. Put it in the
So
freeze.
you can stir it up with the juice.
Yes, sir. I understand, sir. Thank you, sir.
You already have a cup in here.
That's good. Put it in there.
Trying to find a spot.
Damn it.
I'm giving Gummy Bear a show.
Would you shut my freezer? I have to clean my freezer out. Shut my freezer. It's a chaotic mess in there.
Okay, well, here's the rest of the juice.
How much to get him a little nip action? You're going to pay me for him to show you nip? I can get down with that.
Shit.
I'll snatch that shirt off. You pay me $100. I'll snatch his pants off.
Have fun. This ain't coming off.
Shit. Shoot.
Better grow a dick and lose the testicle.
Don't say that. Just recorded Corey saying all she wanted was 2 drinks. So in the morning after drink 27, I can make a really good video, Mallory. I don't have 27 drinks worth. This is like legit the first, and then what he just put in the fridge. That's it for me. You're so silly, but you feel free to do a video of me and promote my channel. Thank you.
Right?
My YouTube lover. She said, oh my God. I said, nip, not day. Then you made me mess my hair up because, Mother Nature didn't already do a bad enough job.
You have your fun shenanigans.
I'm having my fun. I like my people. I have good people. I have the best people. I have all the best people. I have good people. I have all the best people. And the stuff he made right here last night is so strong. So yeah, 2 drinks is the best I'm going to be able to do. I don't have a bucket of booze. He has a bucket of booze that he mixed up with other juices and stuff. I have this, and whenever he put in my coffee cup in the freeze. So stop playing. Don't nobody want to hear all that. You guys don't forget to give me some thumbs, whether it's up or down. Tell me how you feel about me. Yeah, he made it strong for some nip. Hello, David Anthony. I don't think I know who you are, but hello. He made lunch punch. I guess. I don't know. I got tore the F up off that stuff last night. Oh my God, don't even. Will, let's just forget that happened. Let's just forget you had a 1-person party. Yeah, I'm such an alcoholic. Will was back there having a little party, and I just sat here minding my business. Are you drinking gin and juice or something, Corey? You're going to have to ask Hollywood Care Bear what it is. He's the one who made it. The guy that was just standing here, that's Hollywood Care Bear. So, yeah. There's alcohol in it. It's not horrible. I mean, I wouldn't order it at a bar, but it's not terrible. I'm gonna go with some soda for a minute. Makes my soda taste so bland after drinking that. But no, Clancy, I don't think I've ever had gin and juice. I've heard songs about gin and juice. I have relatives of the darker pigment that drink gin and juice. And they tell me that I'm not allowed to drink gin and juice because I'm a little too light skinned. And I said, that's not fair. But I've never had any gin and juice. Oklahoma? Me? No. I'm from Virginia, but I live in Florida. Trying to watch my Halloween movies and barely succeeded. Yeah. Alka-Seltzer plus cold gel caps. Care Bear, she ripping on the bucket booze. Go take it from her. I ain't touched it and he knows it. Stop playing. I'm such a fucking lady. Corey, you need to try Kinky. Get some of that on and you won't go back. Hollywood Care Bear, would you like to share with Diane what you've brought me twice since you've lived here? Kinky. I don't drink hard stuff as much as I used to, but usually if I do, I drink gin and tonic. See, and I don't like gin. I've tasted gin before, but not, like the gin and juice thing. I like Captain Morgan's spiced rum and the flavored vodkas, because now I'm just I used to do shots. Like that was my thing. I just did shots or I did screwdrivers. But now it's like, I just like mixers, like those pineapple upside down drinks. They're so good. And I'm just more about enjoying the flavor and getting just a slight buzz. Whereas I used to just slam it to get drunk. If I was like with friends and playing cards, I just wanted to get, now I'm just not interested. Hangovers, the older I've gotten, hangovers are worse. So I avoid them. I don't have hangovers because I'm not stupid. I realized that at almost 49 years old, I just simply can't do it anymore. If you're going to drink, you got to drink the good stuff. Oh, I like my Captain Morgan Spice Rum. Well, I'm going to go to, because I have to wake up early. Have a good night later, everyone. Good night, Chris. Take that shot I got for you. Oh, I'll show everybody. Who's leaving? If I ever had kids, I had planned on naming them Gin and Juice. Valerie, you did not. Listen, I've tried to watch this movie Snow Angels 4 times. About 20 minutes in, I've lost interest. I gave up. Celeste, have you ever watched a movie that you've given the benefit of the doubt every 20 minutes or so until you're down to 15 to 20 minutes remaining in the film, and you look back on your whole life and realize you'll never get any of it back? You'll never get the time back for that movie. You want a refund, even if you watched it for free. I've been there. I know the feeling. I do. Thankfully, I didn't experience one today after last night. You deserved a hangover today. Matter of fact, I momentarily believed in God so that I could pray that you had a hangover. I'm joking. No, I didn't believe in God, but I did wish you have a hangover, though. YouTube ads. Where you see YouTube ads? No drama. Hi, Cece. Guess I'm out of luck because my buckskin thong is all about the drama. Your buckskin thong is drama all by its damn self. This is what Will is trying to get me to partake in right here. It's son of a bitch. It is kissed caramel, not kissed caramel, kissed caramel. But 90% of the time I drink Lone Star beer. I've never had it. I'm not really a big fan of beer there, Clancy. I just don't like beer. There was one beer that I tried many, many years ago, and oddly enough, it was an old school beer, and I loved it. It was Blue Ribbon, or was it Old Milwaukee? It was either Blue Ribbon or Old Milwaukee, but I loved it. I tasted it and I was like, oh my God, it's not bitter. It's not sharp. I can see why it's been around forever. It was just really good to me. I liked it. And Doug was like, seriously? It was just, at one of them parties where everybody BYOBs and they just all dump their beer into a giant cooler or a barrel. And I reached in and grabbed one out. Someone had brought it and I figured I'd try it. And I was just very shocked that I liked it. I drank the whole thing. Kissed Carol. No, I said no kissed caramel. I'm from NYC. I wish I was from the country. No, you don't. There's nothing there. Literally. That's why it's the country. There's nothing there. PBR now has a clear whiskey. You would know, drunkie, aged for all of 6 to 9 seconds. Celeste says Vanilla Sky. I hung in there for Tom, but I wanted to slap him with my popcorn when it was over. I've never seen Vanilla Sky. Isn't that Keanu? Keanu's in that, right? I've never seen it. I know that I watched Lake House and I was sorely disappointed because it made no damn sense. None. I didn't understand it. And then I watched it. I was just mad, So years go by and like a few months ago, I watched it again. I was telling Doug about it. We were like talking back and forth about movies we watched that we didn't understand and just didn't click. And that one came up and I was like, I'm gonna watch it again. So I found it at the pawn shop and I bought it and I watched it. And surprisingly, it still didn't make sense. Like it can't happen. What they show happening can't happen. And I can understand having a fantasy night. Y'all gonna finish my episode and maybe one more before bed. Lucifer on Netflix. Tom Ellis. Goodbye, William. Yeah, Lone Star is an old school beer as well. It's been brewed in Fort Worth since 1885. Ooh, fancy. Look at Clancy all cultured and knowing his beer and stuff. Cece says, I have discovered Crystal Skull vodka made by my fellow Canuck. Oh, Dan Aykroyd. You've never had that? Seriously? I had one of the actual Crystal Skulls because you can't throw those away. If you buy that vodka and you throw the skull away, something is very wrong with your mental state. You don't throw away something like that. You can always find something to do with it, whether you fill it with pretty sand or, you know how you can do sand art? You could do sand art in it. You could paint the whole skull one color. I mean, you can do all kinds of shit with those. You can make a mini lamp. Like just a little squat lamp out of it. You could do all kinds of shit. Don't ever throw those away. Yeah, I had one. I gotta let my baby know that I'm live in case my baby's still on. Not on your life. Let's see. Do you have any pics when you were in high school? On my Facebook page, I do. I have pics in high school, but that was in the 80s. It's a long time ago. Are the wrenches where they need to be? Make sure I didn't miss anybody. No, everybody's good. So let me see. I'll pull up a picture of me in high school. If I can. I don't know if I can. Well, I can do it right here. I don't have to do it on the computer. What the hell am I doing? Holy bejeez balls. Okay. All right. I'm just fatter. Other than that, I look the same. Just fatter. And old. Basically, I look nothing like I did. I'm just saying. Did y'all have a fun Halloween or was the weather bad? No, we actually did trunk or treat last Friday night. At a church here. We go every year. They are huge. The trunk or treat is massive. They have food trucks and bouncy houses and all kinds of shit, right? And like tons of trunks. Oh, I mean, easily 80 cars. And let me get to my albums. So we went to that last Friday night because that's when they did theirs, was Friday night. And then my Facebook is, if you just type in Neenerku or Sofuggit, you'll get it. Yeah, it's no secret. It's there. Sofuggit. Just type that in on Facebook and you'll get a Facebook YouTube page, and then you'll get a Facebook personal page. Hi, Cooper. Corey does have flawless, beautiful skin. I will never forget how flawless your skin was. Thank you, Cooper. I appreciate that. Go ahead and just say it in a humongous ass. Just astronomically large. It is my shame. Let me find a picture of me in high school. Because I aim to please my viewers. Let's see. Matthew. Thank you, girl. Corey, a sexy old bitch. Corey got a big old booty. She's trying so hard, though. Yeah, she called me old because I'm getting ready to be 49 in 24 days. I'll be 49. I'm old. Nothing better than flawless skin and a ginormous ass. That means you're perfect. I don't know if I'm perfect, but I'm perfect for me. You know, I definitely, I come on camera. I've nothing to be ashamed of. And I've never used a photo app other than like when you try to make yourself look scary or something. But as far as like Bean, Auntie Bean, love you. I love you. Hey, Corey. Hey, Gabe. Sorry, I missed your hangout. I'm feeling under the weather, so I'm not going to be able to make it tonight. So hope you have a good night, and we'll see you in the next hangout. I hope you feel better, Gabe. I don't like for my friends to feel down. Let me see. Where is it? Aha! Aha! I got this picture here of me when I was skinny as a fucking rail. Let me see if I can. I was 13-ish. That was me from behind. You can't see because that stupid light. Look, I ain't had no booty. You can see my backbones. I was skinny as a rail. I hadn't quite filled out yet, you know what I mean? Everyone's getting sick with the flu. Yeah, I don't like, I'm 35 and my hair's already gray, so I have no room to talk about old. Girl, my hair's full of gray, and I'm not going to get it dyed until I can go to a salon, and that costs a lot of money, so it'll be a long time before I go to a salon and get my hair dyed. I have better things to do with my money, like buy my grandsons clothes and shoes and Christmas. Let me find this picture. Okay, this was me at 14. That was, oh my God. Stop playing with my life. This was me at 14 years old. I pretty much look the same, but just fatter. And then this was me when I started dating Doug. We had been dating for maybe, I don't know. God damn it. What is going on with my life, man? What the hell? I'm trying, people. There we go. That was me at 18. Okay. Erin looks so much like me, it's freaking weird. I'm going to show y'all that too. This is me and Doug at the zoo one afternoon with his mom. I was pregnant. I was wearing a jumper so my belly could have room, you know. I was still skinny. And so was Doug. I was just pregnant. Let me see. And I have a picture of me and Erin like spitting freaking image. I looked pissed. No, that was my resting bitch face, which I wore all my life. And when I got older, a lot of girls that I knew back then were like, I never talked to you because you always looked like you were pissed off. And I was like, I did? I wasn't. They were like, yeah, you were always pissed off and, you hung out with the dudes. So I won't mad. That's just my resting bitch face. I wear it all the time. Well, thank you, David. That's so nice of you. Let's just highlight that comment. I think that's a really nice thing to say, even though I don't know who you are. Let me find Erin in here. I'm going to tell you right now, it's crazy how much Erin looks like me. It don't even make sense. If only we realized how good looking we were at the time. I know for me, when I was young, I was clueless. Cooper, I thought I was hideous. I wouldn't. There's very few photographs of me. That one I showed you when I was dating Doug. Doug's mom took that. I was looking at a magazine or like a news or like a sell sheet, and she said Corey. And when I looked up, she clicked the camera. It's pre-cell phone. There were no cell phones back then. And I was like, you did not just take a picture of me. She went, I had to. You looked so pretty. I was like, Connie, seriously? And that was Doug's mom. I'd been dating Doug for probably 3 months, maybe 4 months, something like that. Let me see. Yeah, it's one of them deals where you wish you could go back and talk to your younger self. I would totally know what to say to myself. I would absolutely know what to say to I would know now, I got to show this picture of Erin, though. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. As soon as I find it. Me too, Corey. Now looking back, I'm like, if only I knew how good youth looks on everyone, right? Cooper, I don't regret it really because we always grow from the things that we go through. And oh, you watch RV Lucky. Oh, that's Uncle Grandpa. Fucking love RV Lucky. That's my buddy, man. I love him so much. You have to the way to avoid feeling regret for your past is to find a lesson in each thing that you found regret in. Like if you look back on something, this is the way I do it. When I look back on something that I regret, I go, no, I cannot keep carrying this regret. Did I learn from this? What lesson can I take away from it? And I do, and then all we can do is try not to do it again. And usually we're successful at it as long as we accept it, that it is a regret and that we've grown from it. So now we just have to tell ourselves we are hot now. So when we look back in another 20 years, we have no regrets. Yes. Clancy says, remember one day going through my mom's photo album, I found a picture of me that was taken at Astro World in probably like 2004. Were you like a stud? I don't know how old are you. I don't even know how old you are. If you were like a little kid, I don't want to call you a stud. That's creepy. Okay, so what'd you look like, Clancy? I don't know how old you were. I don't know how old you were. I'm going to find this picture because, damn it. You know what? I already know what I can do. What am I doing? I tagged him in it. I can just go to Erin's Facebook page. I'm trying to see. I don't want to miss anybody's comments. Mouthy Mama did say, always had that resting bitch face. Yeah. Favorite thing to cook? Food. Seriously. Dan Corey was rocking the Farrah hair for sure. I was. My friend Lynn said, on that picture, she actually said, "There's that damn perfect hair I loved so much when we were teenagers." She used to try to get her hair to wing all the way down, the whole length of it, just to wing, and she couldn't get it to wing. But my hair was always never a hair out of out of place. I was pretty obsessive about my hair. I don't care so much anymore. As you can tell, it's just kind of hanging here, doing what it does, which is go gray. All right, let me go to Aaron's page and then to his photos. I'm going to show y'all this picture of me and Aaron. Ironically, with age, my insecurities have all but melted away. Yes! Yes! Age has been good for my peace of mind. I'm just more okay with me with age. That's good. That's good for everybody. That's perfect. Got to grow. You know, we have to grow and we have to change for the better. And I don't think anyone should compete with anybody else. I think we should try to be a better version of ourselves. Just that. Just a better version of us. You know? Are you kidding me? Now I know this damn picture is on here. I'm sorry if I'm missing what anyone is saying or anything. I'm not going to lie. When I first saw your videos, you said you were grandma. And then I saw that booty and said she ain't no grandma. Thank you, David Anthony. But I am. I have 3 grandchildren. Let me see if I can't find a pic of me. I will send it to you. Yeah, Bean was pretty. Bean still is pretty. I meant like youthful pretty, you know. She's still pretty. And she's my girl. I'm gonna this is back when I was still smoking. My goofy ass boots. Like, I got a lot of booty pics, but you know, it's like, there's one. Bam! Hey, don't it? You're 25, okay. Corey got a cornbread booty. What the fuck is a cornbread booty? Shut up, Bean. Shut your face. You shut your whore mouth. You shut your whore mouth now. I'm going to find that damn picture of me and Aaron side by side because it is crazy. It is so crazy. We look so much alike.
How's the drink?
Look, Will lives here. He'll tell you.
Oh,
I'm deformed.
what are we deformed about?
My booty is deformed.
Which one?
See? I got a couple of them. That's how big my ass is. When the picture was taken, I was probably 7 or 8. Aw. It's cool to find pictures of yourself like that, you know? Let me see. Okay, Bean sent me a picture. I'm going to show y'all Bean. Look at Bean, how cute. Look at the hair. Look at the hair. Oh my God. You guys, look at Bean. Oh God, come on now. Bean is rocking that 80s hair, man. Come on. What the hell? Look. Bean was cute. Stop it, girl. Stop it, girl. Now I'm determined to find this damn picture of me and Aaron. Where's my boy and me? Where's my boy? My oldest grandbaby and me. Oh God, now I'm getting into some sentimental pictures that make me sad of pets and people that are no longer here. Let me see. Oh, that's when we were making the... There it is. Found it. Now you tell me. This one is me and Aaron side by side. Hold on. Gotta get it right. Is that not my grandkid or what? There is absolutely nothing. I'm trying to get it straight. There is nothing like looking into the face of a grandkid and seeing yourself. It is insane. It's like it's done been filtered through a child into another child, and it's still it's still there. It's crazy. Corey, look up the North Florida Balloon Festival. It's this weekend. I bet the boys would love it. It's pretty awesome. All right, I'll look that up. Yeah, because we missed the air show because they were talking about it might storm, and we didn't want to go all the way out to the beach and take the shuttle and get rained out, and it would have been fucked up for the boys. So we told the boys about it, and they were like, yeah, let's not waste the time. Let's do something else. We ended up just sitting around. We didn't do shit, and they didn't seem to want to do anything. So I know, right? We look like fucking twins. It's crazy. My daughter says, I don't even know why the hell what is that, Diane? Is that the air show? Keystone Air. Oh my God, I'm gonna highlight that. There, let's show that. The balloon festival. Okay, good. It sounds like something, When is it supposed to be? All right, it's going to be tomorrow, but is it going to be Sunday? Because Doug's got to work tomorrow. And I'm not going to go do something like that without Doug, Besides, he's going to have the car. I could take him to work and keep the car, but... So Sunday as well. Excellent. Excellent. I don't know who this person is. I don't know who this person is. This looks like a kid. Nope. Nope. Astro World ain't even around no more. They closed that down years ago. Really? What was it? Was it an amusement park? Look, I'm taking too long to drink this. It's starting to melt. Damn it. This is good chat. I'm enjoying this chat. This is good chat. Will I enjoy this? Will I enjoy this caramel? Kissed caramel. Kissed caramel. Oh. Thank you, Diane. Good deal. Thank you. Let me find something a little more let's find something. All right, Clancy, I know you said more than that. Oh. Oh, I missed when you said that. He said we didn't even get any kids at the trailer this year because it was cold outside last night. We have a big-ass bowl of candy in the living room. Well, hey, no complaints there, right, Clancy? No complaints. Trying to find some bam. I can't find anything. Can't find anything. Okay, go down here. Just talk to everybody. All right. I look more like my dad every day, Clancy said. Really? Mouthy Mama says, my daughter decided to knock the Xbox off the dresser and it wouldn't work. Ugh. Got it fixed, though. That was an almost disaster. Oh, no. Diane says, Cooper, had you been to the Balloon Fest before? Is it a hot air balloon thing? Is that what you're talking about? Is that what that is? Oh, it's in Stark. That's where my son was when we lived here years ago. He was with a friend from school who was visiting his dad for the weekend. And he went with them, and they were riding four-wheelers without my permission. And my son was given a helmet without a face guard, and he ran. It was a bunch of them on one path, and they kind of bumped, and he ran off the path. He was 9 or 10 on a four-wheeler, never been on one, and went into a barbed wire fence, and it ripped. It ripped all the way around like that. And the guy was like, he calls me up and says, I'm on the way to the hospital. I'm just going to tell you really quick. Your son got into a four-wheeler wreck. He's fine. He's not dying. He's ripped under his eye. And I was like, where are you taking him? And he said, such and such hospital. And I was like, no, you're not. You're taking him to Beaches Baptist because no one's treating my son without me there. And so he brought him. They got there before I did, and I was right down the street. But we didn't leave right away. But when my son took the thing off, he told me, the man said, I haven't let him look at it. You probably shouldn't look at it. I was like, oh, I'm going to look at it. My son's face is cut. I'm thinking it's just a cut. Like, it was literally, it just missed taking his whole eye out of his head. It was right there, and it went all the way around to there. And when it's cold outside, you can see the scar. It gets really red. I hated that. That was a bad, he's 26 now. He's got a terrible scar there. Yeah, it was an amusement park we had in Houston. It had been open since probably the early 60s. But, you know, me being the chill, keep things calm kind of mom, I wasn't one of those, oh my God. No, because the point is to keep the kids calm. So when I was like, let me see it, he went, I don't want to. And he had this big thing taped over it like that the guy had put on there. And I was like, show me now. So we went into the bathroom, and he pulled that thing off. Inside, I was like, oh my shit. I was like freaking losing my mind. You could see inside of his face. You could see the bone, the meat, everything. And it was literally laid from corner to corner of his eye. I don't know how it happened like that. It was so weird. But I stayed calm and went, ooh. He went, is it bad? I went, it's pretty gross. And I said, if you put your finger under it, can you touch your eyeball from the inside? He went, Mom, stop. I was like, I just don't want you to get upset. It's pretty bad. But I stayed calm. And of course, he got older, and we talked about it. He was like, you were so calm. And now that I'm older, my God, I'd have been losing my mind, Mom. And I was like, do you want to look at it? And he was like, no, I don't want to look at it. I said, okay, good. But I never got bent out of shape with the kids, because I knew that the kids would, they read you. They read the mom. They don't read the dad so much as they do the mom. And I remember they used to have this thing where you got in free if you brought in a Coke can that had one of their coupons on there. Oh, cool. Busch Gardens had that too in Virginia. Yeah, my scare shows more when it's cold. Oh, scar. Okay. Didn't notice. Yeah, Diane. I didn't notice you had a scar. Where's your scar? Oh. But when we met, it wasn't cold. It was nice out. It's taking me forever to drink this drink, don't you know? And my phone's about to go dead. Son of a bitch. 9th grade. Bean. 9th grade bean. Yep, and there it goes, getting ready to flip and die. I have well, I've lost it. under my left eye cheek had 24 stitches. Do you know that the first time they, when they stitched his face up, they used a round stitch where they go around and around and around. Well, when it came time for the stitches to come off, we pulled a couple because everybody pulls the stitches at home. Nobody pays that extra money to have it done. So, when we pulled the first few stitches off, it just started coming open. I was like, are you kidding me? We're 2 days past the date to take them out. We've 2 extra days. So I stopped. We went to the hospital and they said they used the wrong kind of stitch. They went around and around and around. And what they should have used was the through, where they bring the 2 pieces together and go through and through and through and through. But what happened was it went around and it curled in on itself and the wound healed open. I was a little mad. I was a lot mad because while we were waiting to be seen, he got really tired and then he was in the back and he was asleep. And when they woke him up, they came in like fast. This woman was super fast. This doctor, she was just flying. She was like, okay, honey, wake up. You got to get up, honey. We got to get this going. And I was like, good God, slow down. So they wake him up out of a sound sleep and tell him, we're going to have to recut this. So we're going to have to stick you. This is going to be a pinch. And it just so traumatized him. I was ready to rip them motherfuckers apart. I was so mad. Well, y'all can understand, y'all are moms. And he started crying and I was like, are you okay? He was like, I'm fine, Mom. It's just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. She was like, we don't have a minute. I have a whole hospital full of people I need to treat right now. And I'm thinking, well then, bitch, we'll go somewhere else, Jesus Christ, slow down. He's a kid. But they went through and they had to they renumbed it, then they had to recut it with the blade. And I was so mad. I was like, you need to fire whoever did the first stitches. What in the world? How do you not know basics like that? That they would use the wrong stitch and cause him to go through it all again. And they only gave him 12 the first time. The second time they gave him like 30. She was like, he didn't even give him enough stitches. And he used the wrong one. So that was a pretty traumatic thing for my son to go through. And it made me so mad, you guys. So mad. Had an incident on the 4-wheeler 2 times. One, my shoelace got caught under the wheel. Oh, Clancy, you got to tie your shoes. And I left and I fell off the front. Luckily, I rolled out of the way on that one. Oh my God, Clancy, people die on 4-wheeler accidents all the time. A lot of people grow up in the rural areas where there's a lot of that, the 4-wheeler activity. And they truly don't understand. It's like a staple of entertainment for them. They don't understand the seriousness. Those things are heavy. And the other one, my friend went way too fast and I fell off and busted my nose. Oh my God. They're dangerous. I was mad that man, Wayne's friend's dad, did not give Wayne the mask, the face guard one, the helmet with the face guard. Everyone else had a helmet with a face guard. All his kids did. But then the one kid staying the weekend didn't get the protection of a face guard. That really made me mad. And yes, he got the hospital bill and he paid it. I was like, you are going to help me with this, right? He was like, yeah, I'm going to pay half of this. I was like, no, you're not. You're going to pay 100% of this. You're here telling me that my son didn't have a face guard helmet on and you let him go on a 4-wheeler without asking me. You had my number to call to tell me he was injured, but you didn't have my number to call to ask me? Because I absolutely would have said no. God, I was way too fair as a mom. Way too fair. As always, Doug let me handle it. He was like, I'm just going to let you handle it. Because he knew if he tried to handle it, he was going to be too nice. And then I was just going to step in anyway and say, you know what? Don't deal with him, deal with me. Because no, this isn't okay and you are going to pay it. Like, Doug, you just stand there and look pretty and make money and pay the bills. There you go. That's all you need to do. I got everything else under control. But Diane's met us both, so she knows our personalities. How many hours did you spend with us, Diane? What, 4? It was a while. It was quite a while. Time got away from me. I didn't even realize how late it got. And I was like, damn, well, I guess we're going to go. I didn't realize it was this late. I was like, I still got a scar. Let me see. Diane said, there is a family in my neighborhood. They have a child with a lifelong head injury from a four-wheeler accident, and they still ride with a 2 and 3-year-old in the back holding on to them while they speed through the neighborhood. What is wrong with me, man? Clancy says, I still got a scar on my left hand from where a nail went through it whenever the mall has seen our old shed in the backyard. I was 17. Instead of letting my mom take it out, I took it out myself. I jumped off of my friend Gretchen's roof of her dad's garage when I was a kid onto a big stack, like a bunch of lumber 2x4s. And they were just old 2x4s he was going to reuse. And they were just piled up against the garage and kind of slid down. And I jumped on there. My foot went right onto one of the few nails that were sticking out. I didn't know there were any nails. There was like very few of them they didn't get the nails out of. And my foot was stuck through my shoe. The nail was stuck. And I had a 2x4 stuck to my foot. And I had to pull it out. I was a kid. I had to pull it out. There was nobody there. But yeah, it was bad. It was about 5 to 6 hours at the campground. Yeah, it was a while. And I enjoyed it so much. She made a good grub, even though I'm a vegetarian. I still did all right with them sides. You were the first to see the video of the note. I know. When you told me you had to show me something and you had your phone like this and you went, I got to show you something. And I was like, okay, what is it? And you went, but you can't say nothing. You can't say anything to anybody. And when something told me when you went like that, and then you went, now you got to promise me. And I was like, come on. And as soon as you turned that phone around and I saw that thumbnail, just that image, I knew exactly what I was looking at. And I was dying. That shit was hilarious. I still got a scar on my hand from where a nail went through it. Oh, you fixed it. Okay, because it didn't make sense. When I was 17, because my dumbass wouldn't let my mom take it out, I took it out with a hammer. I was tearing down our old shed in the back. Ooh. But yeah, I was the first one to see Diane's "We Found You, E-Bigger Elvis" video. And I was like, you're going to be a hero. You have to show this. She was like, no. She was like, you can put it on your channel. I said, no, absolutely not. You own this one. This is you, girl. You a hero. People are going to love this shit. I still got a scar. I already read it. Yeah, I could have totally put that on my channel, but I knew Diane deserved that one. That was hers. That was hilarious. Those were the good days, weren't they, Diane? Weren't those the good days? Those were the good days. Those were the good days when you really looked forward to meeting the people you met on YouTube. when you actually, and you know what's weird is the people that I met from back in those good days that I actually physically met in person for the most part, I'm still friends with them all. I mean, we don't talk every day or anything, but yes, fun days of Boyd pre-drama community. Yeah. When people actually had chats and made content. Bean's going to bed. I'm falling asleep. Good night, everyone. Love you, Corey. I love you too, Bean. I'll talk to you tomorrow and every other day of the week because that's what I do. One alcoholic beverage down. What do you got? What do y'all got planned for the weekend? Not you in particular, but you all. Welcome back, Vanessa. Where have you been? Have you been out whoring again? Vanessa's been a bad girl. You know, we have to tag team those parking lots. Hey. I'll see if you have content. I'll subscribe. You have 10 subs, but I'll subscribe. I'll bite. Let me see. How long you been around YouTube for? Since 2012. I've only got 6 years on you. What was it like growing up in the 80s? It's pretty awesome, actually. Diane said, key fobs, personalized Christmas trees, hot mats, and get the RV ready for our trip this month. Nice. Very nice. It looks like the boys will be going to North Carolina to spend time with their Aunt Shane for Thanksgiving. We will leave on the 26th, which is my birthday, and take them and then stay the night and then leave on the 27th to come back and then go back to pick them up on the 1st. So that's what we're going to do. Hopefully. That was just talked about tonight, but that's... Oh, yard alarm going off. Hurry back. Be safe. It's just a coyote. A coyote. Growing up in the 80s, it was safer. The clothes were very colorful. The hair was very big. There was a lot of fishnet, a lot of mini skirts, a lot of bracelets, bangles. Claire's at the mall was huge. Everyone went to Claire's because you wanted all of those bangles and earrings, and Claire's was that 80s was Claire's time. 80s was Claire's time. And the music was great. There was a lot of one-hit wonders back then. I can't play this. I'm already down to 15%, yo. Let me see. Oh, they were pretty fun. My memories are getting with my friends, Gretchen and Lynn, and doing our makeup and our hair and going to the skating rink or going to the mall and just hanging out. You know, people hung out at the mall. The young kids, they hung out they didn't go to shop. They might pick up some things while they were there, but you went to the mall and you hung out, and that's where you saw your friends and you met new people and you flirted by just walking past a guy. And then probably next weekend you wouldn't even be there. But the summertime was good stuff in the 80s because you could go to the mall anytime you wanted because it was summertime. There were no school nights. And going to the movies, going to see E.T. 40 times in the summer, in one summer. Going to see Back to the Future 40 times in 1985. I don't know. I'd do it again. I would absolutely do the 80s again in a heartbeat. I would. The overall feel of the time is so much better than now, especially for kids. The worst thing you were doing in the 80s was smoking pot and maybe taking speed. The worst. That's it. That's the worst you were doing. I mean, as far as the majority, you know, and sneaking a beer. You know. And trust me, I did my fair share of all. So. And I'm better for it. experienced life. I lived. I wasn't sheltered in a house, and not allowed to do stuff. I went and did things. I lived. Diane, let us know when you're okay. I was a teenager throughout the whole 80s. I was born in 1970, so I was a teen in 83. So the whole 80s were my teens. That was all of my teens. 100% of my teens were in the 80s. And back, Mama Deer and two babies coming through the yard. Oh, she's so fertile. Oh, God, that's so cute. Oh. I would grow up in the 60s, back when Woodstock happened. I'd wear bell pants, the bell bottoms, and John Lennon it up. Yeah. I love the music from that time, but I like all music. I like classical. I like bluegrass. I like rap. I like slow R&B. I like metal. I don't like much punk, but I like some. I like grunge. Even though their time has come and gone, I like a little bit of country. I mean, like a little. I used to say I don't like country at all, but that would be a lot. I like a little bit of country. The old stuff. I like the Judds. Back when I was a kid, I liked George Jones and Tammy Wynette. I swear to God, my mom and dad have a cassette tape my dad recorded of me talking, and they said I'd never shut up. Thus the YouTube channel where I can just run my dick sucker for hours. And then they said that I never stopped talking, so my dad used to just pop a cassette in and record me as I just went around the house just yapping. And I got up in his lap. In one of the audios, you can hear me get up in his lap, and I said, "Daddy, play George Jones and Tammy Wynette." I guess they did a song together. I don't know. But he said, "You want me to play George Jones and Tammy Wynette, Corey?" And I said, "Yeah." I was like 3. I was little, maybe 4. I didn't watch Flash Gordon. I watched The Facts of Life. I watched Three's Company. I watched The Monkees. They came on at 4:00 every weekday, Monday through Friday. The Monkees on syndication, and I never missed it. And I've seen every episode. Land of the Lost, saw them all. Sanford and Son, seen them all. Good Times, seen them all. In Search Of with Leonard Nimoy every Sunday with my dad. We would sit in the front room every Sunday and we would watch that. That was in the 70s and the 80s. The same day, we would also watch Kung Fu Theater, which was really weird to me. I never liked it, but I liked spending time with my dad. And my mom would be cooking, and she'd be cooking meatloaf or hamburgers and gravy or chicken and dumplings. I mean, it was the Sunday meal thing, hang out with my dad, watch TV while my mom cooked. I'm staying home. My parents are going up to the lease. It's opening day. Oh, cool. I'm boring people. I don't really have, but yeah, I have a lot of hello, Milton John. What is up, Waldo? I'm going to always call you Waldo. I'm not boring. Well, thank you. I mean, you ask me questions. I appreciate that. You're asking me questions, and that's what these chats are about. But I have David Anthony. I have another channel called Banger Chat that I do panels where I panel up people. Barbie Girls Chat Raising Hell. I don't. Which Barbie girl? Who are you talking about? Son of a bitch. Hold on. So I got this channel here, David. This is the one where I actually give people links and panel them up and stuff, you know. I feel like you'd like Roy D. Mercer prank calls. I'll check them out. Yeah, it's not your neck of the woods. Oh, it's not good. If it's drama, it's not my neck of the woods. Life is full of drama. Unless, well, that's where the drama community comes in. When life doesn't have much going on, people need the drama community. I don't need that. I don't. Mm-mm. When did you say you will be in NC? My birthday's the 26th, so we're probably going to leave because the boys are out of school from the 27th. So we'll probably leave the 26th after they get out of school. I might go get them early, just maybe like half a day early so we can get on the road. And we're going to drive and we'll stay the night with my daughter so I can see Kasima. I have not seen my granddaughter since she was like 4 months old. I swear to you guys, I have not laid eyes on that baby, and she'll be 2 in December. So thank you. I subbed to you as well, David. I subbed. But it's just going to be me, Doug, and the boys. Jewel and Saucy will stay here because, you know, Will's here. So as long as Will is here, we're good. And we're just going to be gone for literally hours, probably not even 24 hours, long enough to get there and get back. And then, of course, when it comes time to go get the boys, I'll probably take Amtrak. I'll probably just, you know, take a train to go get them. We'll be in that area the whole week of Thanksgiving. What part? Because, you know, I'm going to Rocky Mount. I'm being Rocky Mount. There's a cherry. There's a cherry in my soda. David, I have a lot of videos on this particular channel. Prior to last year, I used to do a lot of videos where I just came on camera and talked about stuff or showed things or reviewed something or shared stories of things that had happened to me. So, you know, oh, okay. That's a good little hump, though, for me. From, let me see. Who are you going to see there? I'm hoping I can stop and see my mom. Yeah, that's an hour from where I'm going to be. I'm hoping I can stop and see my mom and dad. They live in South Carolina, but it's a good trip. It's a really good trip from, it's 3.5 hours. It's a 3.5 hour trip between Rocky Mount where my mom and dad are at. Yeah, I saw it. I just saw it, yeah. But I'm really hoping that I can go see my mom and dad because, you know, my dad hasn't been good at all. And, I mean, my mom's so busy taking care of him that her health is now at risk. And I'm afraid I'm going to wait too long and, you know, I'm not going to get to see them. So I'm really hoping we can take that. But it's like I say, it's 3.5 hours. I don't even know if the car would make that. We'll have to see how it is once we get there to Shane's, to my daughter's. And this is going to be an expense. I mean, you consider, you got freaking Thanksgiving right here. Aaron, we just got Jack a new pair of shoes. Aaron's shoes are getting snug. So he needs new shoes. It's getting cold out. I broke out their winter clothes. Aaron's got one pair of jeans that fit him, and Jack has one pair of jeans that fit him. So we got to go get some winter clothes. Got Christmas right here. We got to pay Santa Claus. I mean, so I'm just hoping the car makes it. Hey, Corey, have a great night. Sorry I missed your hangout, but I'm feeling under the weather, Corey. Well, that's okay, Gabe. You're fine. You already came in a little while ago and told me you didn't feel good. I hope you feel better. Hope you feel better soon. I may do a hangout tomorrow night on Banger Chat. I don't know. Friends, they are getting up in years, and my friend and I used to talk on the phone for over 25 years and never met. Then we met to visit 2 years ago. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, baby. I'm such a fucking lady. I'm sorry, but I didn't care enough to put on makeup or a bra for this stream. I just wanted to talk to people. And then I get all these people stopping in to say hello. CC Mallory, Cooper, this fella David, Gabe comes in twice, Diane, Clancy, Waldo. Who else? Bean, of course. You better, bitch. Mouthy mama. She's so mouthy. Her hubby and one of my neighbors used to work for CSX. That's how we met. My dad retired from CSX. My dad raised me and my sisters on CSX. Sure did. Out of the Portsmouth, Virginia train yard, which is no longer there. Of course, it was first Seaboard Coastline Railroad, and then it was Seaboard System Railroad, and then it became Chessie Seaboard together, which is CSX. And then, yeah, I remember all of it because I was maybe 3. I'm thinking. I don't want to lie. I don't want to get it wrong. I'm just trying to guesstimate. I mean, he's worked there. He worked there my whole life. And he worked at the camera department of a department store called Robert Hall Village. And he was a photographer as well. And he sold costume jewelry out of the trunk of the car. I mean, him and my mom sold Miracle Made cookware. I mean, work. They were constantly working. They worked. And my mom worked at a bakery, and she worked at the mall at some dress stores. And yeah. But CSX. That was why my family ended up relocating to Rocky Mount. Slowly but surely, my parents went alone, just my mom and my dad, because me and my siblings were all adults. But they closed the Portsmouth yard down. It just wasn't enough traffic coming through there, and the buildings were in really bad shape. So they closed that yard down, and the men were able to relocate either to Jacksonville, Florida, or Rocky Mount, or they picked a couple of others that they could relocate to. And my dad said at his age, the Jacksonville yard was just entirely too big for him. He was like, I'm almost retirement age. I can't keep up. All those men are young. I just can't do it. And because when they closed the Portsmouth yard, I think there were like less than 20 guys on that yard. It was really small by the time. Of course, at its heyday, there were over 100. But, the economy, how things go. And the guys all visited different yards until they decided which ones they wanted to go at. And my dad picked the Rocky Mount yard, and that's where he went. And that's where he retired from. And then before you know it, a lot of my family went there, a lot. Because now, like, my sister's there. My nephews are there. My nieces are there. My parents left. They're not there anymore. My daughter's there. Because she stayed, after we left. She had a life. She was an adult. She had a life of her own. She chose to stay. Thankful for when you do right and your children move out into the world and become productive members of society, Some struggle, some don't. And That's the whole end game, is you want your children to be productive so that you can die in peace. If I die tomorrow, I know they're okay, you know? And that's what matters, really. Son of a bitch. All right, I'll be right back. I have to go pee pee, and I have to let this thing sit for a minute because it's frozen shut. I don't know that I'm going to be up too much longer. This is taking too long. This thing. What I found. Look what I found. I don't want that stuff he gave me. I got a little bit. Look at that little bit. I've had this for about 2 weeks. It lasts me forever. I just don't drink that much. And when I do, it's a mixer. This is my drink, my last drink of the night. That's 2 drinks. I appreciate everybody coming over to chat with me when I know on a Friday night there is a whole lot of panels full of backbiting and trash talking that you could be watching. For real, for real. Cherry juice. Girl, I know how to drink now. I just don't choose to do it much these days. And I'm not going to do this tonight. It's too much. It's too much. Hi, Corey. I'll try to make the hangout tomorrow night if I'm better. All right. Thank you, Gabe. Did you just say that? You did. Gabe, you might be slipping, buddy. I need more cherry. No, you know what? Ooh. I will bet you that grenadine would taste really good in this. Hold on. Yes, girl. Oh, yeah. Got the grenadine. So sweet and yummy. My nose is itching. Oh, God. What is that on my glasses? Nope. Nope. Stop that now. Mm. Who here likes Mexican? I have something I'm making for dinner tomorrow night. That is absolutely fantastic. It's so good. I make enchiladas all the time. Of course, they're not authentic enchiladas. They're Americanized enchiladas, but I make them all the time. And they require a lot of work, just like, authentic ones. Maybe not quite as much, but it's quite a task. And you end up making like one giant one per person or two small ones or whatever. And there's never enough, and you still want more, or there's too much and nobody wants to reheat them the next day, which I think they're fine the next day. They're fucking amazing. So I started, it was 2 weeks ago, I decided to make an enchilada casserole. All the same ingredients and the wraps, and you just layer it. I make the same guts that I make for my enchiladas. I use the same sauces and seasonings and meat and all that good stuff. And or you can make it with fake meat if you don't eat meat, just the meat alternatives. Carrot cake Oreo cookies sucks. Now you know. Why would you even do that? Diane, I'm just going to put that up here. That a company is desperate in the boardroom when they do shit like that. Like when they did what was some crazy Lay's potato chips flavors that were just fucking ridiculous. Was it biscuits and gravy? Just eat some biscuits and gravy. What the hell is wrong with you? And I never tried any of those. That was ridiculous. Everything doesn't have to be a fucking vacation or an adventure for your face. Just eat chips. Then you've got Taco Bell completely disrespecting the Dorito. And then you've got Doritos completely disrespecting themselves. The Dorito taco is sacrilege. It's a violation of natural everything. It's sick. I don't know. I never had a taco Dorito because it just seemed so desperate. So desperate. But I do the enchilada bake, which saves me so much time. And the same with my baked raviolis. I save so much time with them by just putting them in the tray while they are frozen. I put them in the tray with the sauce and the cheeses and the vegetables, and I just layer them on as I put the stuff in, and then just put it in the oven, frozen, and they cook fine just like that in the oven. But I take my enchilada guts, the mix that I make, and I start with the little enchilada sauce, the red kind, the red sauce, and then I put down the wrap, the tortilla. So I put that down, okay? And then a couple of them I cut into shapes so that I fill out the whole tray. And then I put a layer of the guts and the cheese. And if you want like guac on there or whatever, which they don't hear, I like it like that, but they don't hear. So, and then you put another bit of the sauce, you pour it on there, and then another tortilla, and then more guts, same thing, and you just keep doing that, and cover it in aluminum foil and bake it. Of course, mine, I covered it with the lid to my awesome cast iron pan that David Gunn sent me. I cook in that fucker all the time. I love that pan. I love that pan. I love that fucking pan. I use that pan all the time. So I think we're about to convert all of our dishes into strictly cast iron and stainless steel, with maybe a couple of decorative glass casseroles for presentation. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends. But cast iron I want in my life. I've been trying to get my daughter to get some cast iron to cook in, my oldest girl, the boy's mom, because she's got a blood disorder now, and she's, to be quite blunt, she's not well. She's very sick. She's very, 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 very sick. And everyone's very concerned for her. She's not well. Her body's not making platelets. She has to be on that shot for like the rest of her freaking life, they said, probably. So made cornbread in my cast iron pan tonight. Last night, now. Yeah. We had cornbread the other night. It was very dry. I wasn't impressed with my work on that one. I'll have to try harder the next time. I don't make it as often as I should. I used to make it all the time. What I made was biscuits and I made cornbread to go with I made hamburgers with homemade gravy. Fuck that store-bought shit. I make my shit homemade, always have. So hamburgers with gravy and onions and mushrooms and mashed potatoes, homemade. Fuck that store-bought shit. And cornbread. I fucked up because I used Jiffy cornbread instead of making it homemade. So I'm not going to cut that corner again unless I find a way to doctor it up and make it not so dry. But yeah, it was a good old-fashioned. We usually use potatoes or we'll use the rice. Just depends. That night I felt like peeling 5 pounds of potatoes and making homemade mashed potatoes with lots of sour cream stirred in. So that was a good meal. That was a yummy one. I'm having a hard time quitting the meat again. I really am. But yeah, Madison's sick. She's real sick. She's real sick. And they always know when it's getting worse. She has to get these shots called Implate. They always know when it's not getting better, and they don't know why. She's covered in bruises. She's got bruises all over. She's got bruises everywhere. She bleeds easily, and it doesn't stop very easily. And she's just not doing good. When you make brown gravy, do you put coffee in it? No, I've never even heard of that. Hi, UFO channel. How are you? Heart back to you. Heart back to you. You've been around for so long. Wait a minute. I have heard of coffee in the gravy. Yes, I have. I heard of that once. You going to tell me more? Or you going to leave me hanging? But I'm willing to bet Diane is sitting in her chair with her feet up, listening to me on her tablet. Try it, Corey. It doesn't taste like coffee. Really? I'll have to try it. You know, I do the typical good old Southern gravy that your grandma teaches you and your mama teaches you, and you use just enough of the. Well, I use enough of the grease, just enough to brown my flour. And then I use a cold water flour mixture. After that initial flour has scorched a bit. And then I just add my water flour mixture and let it thicken. Keep adding. Add some salt, add some pepper. Keep adding. And you make sure you have your onions in there. Still your onions and, you know, a little bit of your scrapings with the grease. And it always tastes fantastic every time. But yeah, I don't do that brown gravy shit. The only time I do the store-bought kind is when we're doing gravy, you know, the disco fries with the brown gravy and the mozzarella cheese. over steak fries. That's the only time. We just get the envelope kind. Don't have a tablet. Just use a bit of leftover coffee to give it color. Oh, okay. Coffee grounds? Are you're talking about coffee, like liquid coffee? I don't want coffee grounds in my gravy. What the fuck are you talking about, lady? I'm gonna have to look that up. Make sure I don't do it wrong. And oh yeah, I'm not gonna say anything to Doug and see if he notices. Anyone here from Jimmy Rants? No, I haven't. I was actually just talking about him tonight. I told Doug, me and Doug were talking, and Will, and I said, anybody who was anybody from the fun community are gone. They're gone. They don't come. Kipper's gone. Tessa's gone. Even Jimmy's gone. And he was all about the drama, and even he's gone. Lucky doesn't, and he doesn't interact with any of these people anymore either. I'm like, I'm not the only one who is just like quit being a part of that. We were just talking about him. I haven't seen him, but then again, I'm really not on that often. But I can imagine Jimmy's probably pretty much over this bullshit too. And he was about the drama. He ain't free from that shit. He was about the drama too. But even this is even too much for people that liked to dabble in the drama. This has just gotten to the point of secondhand embarrassment, honestly. I don't even have time, I don't even have time. Because, if you do the drama streams or the drama videos, you're getting messages all during the day for shit that you missed. Who's got time for that? Unless you just don't do anything. Unless you just sit there and fucking wait for YouTube shit to happen. I can't imagine going to my deathbed and knowing that all I did with my later years was that. No. It's pretty miserable. I like walking. I like going for walks. I like going to the beach. I like doing stuff with the boys. I don't know. I like doing stuff in the house, trying to get things done around here. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I've been working my ass off at work. Yeah, and I know you do, Diane. You're always, life is real, karma's a bitch. Yes, Diane, yes. Yes. But you know what? Karma only works for people who realize that karma's visiting them. Most of the people that deserve karma deserve it because they have absolutely no compass to tell them, or like no filter to let them know bad, good, indifferent. They don't have that. They just don't. Karma's come to visit me a couple of times in my life, but nothing in my older years. I think the last time karma came to see me was probably in my mid-20s. Honestly, mid to late 20s. That was it. I haven't felt, and trust me, I know if karma's coming to see me. I can admit when I have flawed in my life and faulted, I just haven't had any issues with karma. Have you had karma before, Diane? You don't got to tell me the situation, but have you ever experienced something where you've went, I kind of deserve that? Have you ever had that where you're like, yeah, kind of had that one coming? What kind of work do you do, UFO? oh, they know. They choose to ignore it. No, I honestly think, Diane, I mean, maybe sometimes, but I honestly think the people that experience karma, the people that I'm talking about, they manage to go, look at that. Someone has been bad to me again. Look at poor me. This horrible thing has happened to me. Boo hoo hoo, me, poor thing. Look, everyone feels sorry for me. Those people don't even realize that they have things coming to them, that they kind of asked for it, or that the universe knew that they needed it in their life. There's people out there, we've all met them or seen them. Yeah, I can remember times that I've said, yeah, I kind of had that one coming. And then I benefited from it. I kind of used that experience to reflect back on what I think caused it in my life, or, and I really never had the problem again, depending on the incident. I took it based on an incident by incident thing, If you don't do that, you don't fucking grow. You stay stuck in the same fucked up rut. And I just I'm not interested in that. I'm kind of interested in growing as a fucking human. But it's hard to not get jaded by some of these incidents that happen. I don't have any regrets either. We were just talking about that. No regrets. You grow from the bad things. You cannot just tote them around as a regret. You got to grow from them. If you find yourself constantly doing the same shit over and over and over, you haven't grown from shit. You deserve every regret you have, Yes, I am still friends with Rosie. I don't really watch her like I used to. But then again, I don't really watch anybody. I honestly don't watch anybody. It's a shit show. This whole thing, what used to be a lot of fun, it's just a shit show. So I don't watch anybody anymore. Not necessarily because she's a shit show. I'm just saying I backed away from all of it. I watch the puppet guy. That's who I watch. Religiously, like every time a video comes out. Like if he's talking about somebody that I really ain't familiar with, like the RV people, like that Carolyn lady and stuff, I just don't, I kind of skim through it. Or I'll watch it because they're usually like 3 minutes long, or I just, I don't know any of those people. But I always watch them. Diane, look. Do you see that? Ow. Oh. I got it. It's a gray. I have a lot of them. I've got tons of them. I think I'm going to get ready to get off of here. It is 3:20. I have nowhere to be tomorrow. But, Jack may wake up because he don't feel good. I'm going to probably sleep in the living room tonight and watch Netflix till I fall asleep. Get my shower. I'll watch Netflix till I fall asleep. That way, if Jack gets up crying, I'll be right here. I won't be in the other room. Now you will have 2 more grow back in. You know what, Diane? You're right. I hear that a lot. People say, don't pluck that hair. I remember when me and Doug hadn't been together maybe 2 years. His mom used to have these real bad headaches well, she still does, but she would make Doug or somebody lay a fist on her head and rub like that just to take the pressure off of the pain. And this first time it happened, he was doing that and he said, "You got gray hair." And she had jet black hair. Doug's mother had jet black hair. And she was like, "I do not." He went, "Yes, you do." So I jumped up and looked and went, "Oh, you got a lot of gray." She was like, "I do not." I was picking. She only had that one or two. She said, pluck it. I want to see it. No, she said where. Sorry, she said where. And he plucked it. And when he did, she lost her mind. She was like, Doug, no, now two are going to grow back in place of it. So I have heard that before. I was like 21 or 22, and I remember doing that. Oh, shit. What the hell? No. But yeah, so I have heard that before. And now her hair is almost completely white. It happens. She's like a lot Indian. She's got a lot of Indian in her. She had real long hair. It was jet black. But then he found that gray hair and she lost her mind. She was so mad. Don't lie. You're lying. I don't got gray hair. I was like, well, Connie, it's going to happen. You're not 15. Well, this was one lame drinking night. But you guys made it better. It wasn't as lame as it would have been, but you guys made it like way better. Look at all that gray. Do you see that? Oh yeah, girl. I'll embrace my gray. I don't give a fuck. You ain't gonna catch me at the salon worrying about my roots. I mean, I would love to get my hair dyed at a salon, but I ain't gonna freaking make it an obsession to have all my gray. Gray hair is a sign of wisdom. Gray hair is a sign of no vanity or a sign of no money for a salon, if we're going to be realistic about it. I'm not vain, so I don't care. But I would like to just get a couple more years of no gray before I actually turn into a prune, you know? That's what I'm saying. All right, well, I'm going to go so I can get my shower. I want to get my shower, hopefully, because tonight's hair washing night, which takes forever to condition it. But I'm going to get my shower and hopefully have Aaron in the bed because he's on my couch there, my futon, and be watching Netflix in the living room on the TV, not on the computer, by 4. I'm going to run. But anyway, thanks for coming in and talking to me this whole time, Diane. It's so nice to see you. And tell your honey I said hello. And to UFO Channel as well, and Mouthy Mama, and Mallory, and Clancy, and Bean, and Cooper, and David, the new guy, and Rick, Picker Rick. And I don't want to forget. I don't want to forget anybody. I'm sorry, you guys, if I forget anybody. Gabe, the people that speak. UFO, I said. Vanessa. Silver Surfer for the $2, thank you. And Celeste for the $10, thank you. And I think that was the only ones that gave me. If anyone else donated to the super chat and I missed your name, I'm sorry, because for a while I was on the wrong page and I wasn't looking. So anyway, I'm going to try to do my weekday morning chats on here again. It's just that I've been so not interested. I've been so not interested in sharing my life, I'm gonna tell you, but I'm gonna try to get back into it again, because there was a time I did enjoy it before the drama started, but you know, I can't let other people's lack of a life affect mine, you know. But anyway, good night, Diane. Thanks for coming in and visiting me. See you soon.